According to the World Health Organization, many Africans that have confirmed cases of COVID-19 as a result of imports from the European countries like Italy, Spain, Britain and France. And as other countries are battling this coronavirus, 2 countries in Africa have managed to not report any cases of coronavirus effect, like Comoros and Lesotho. Like for instance, Comoros claims that with the widespread use of anti-malarial drugs, the country's collective resilience has been boosted, and authorities have also introduced precautionary measures, including suspensions of all international flights till further notice. Furthermore, it is the least visited country in the world. Lesotho, on the other hand, with a population of 2 million people, has experienced parliamentary turmoil where the Prime Minister Tom Tambane is facing allegations of murder, which may be a reason behind lack of the cases of COVID-19. Otherwise, measures like closing of their borders have been put in place till further notice. Yes, as some countries have just started battling the deadly enemy COVID-19, other countries that were the first to implement measures like lockdowns and social distance measures have started to ease restrictions and activities to go soon back to normal. For example, Germany, which plans to reopen stores but also extend social contact ban. Italy, on the other hand, is taking things slow. While lockdown continues, the government has allowed reopening of some stores. And according to Dr. Peter Drobak, a global health physician and social entrepreneur, he says that
how they plan to relax restrictions looks reasonable and it looks smart. It's a very gradual process and they'll be able to learn and track things in terms of new infections. But if they ease up too much and infections start to spike, they can pull back a bit. That's how every country is going to do it.
Spain also, according to Finance Minister and government spokesman Maria Jesus, says that Spain will slowly return to normal life, but in progressive stages following the recommendation of health experts in order to avoid a second wave of COVID-19 infections. Yes, that's a question that lingers in people's minds during this pandemic, as everyone is desperate for things to go back to normal. While researchers in China might have found a way that may or may not work, which involves cloning of antibodies from recovered patients in hope of coming up with a vaccine. And everyone is desperate to find a solution to end this pandemic. Rather, the President of the United States, Donald Trump, dangerously suggested or cluelessly suggested that citizens should ingest or even inject disinfectants into the body as a treatment method.
Then I see the disinfectant where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning?
Question is it worth risking our lives to ingest disinfectants that would later on have an effect to our body, or rather on put trust and faith on our doctors and researchers and scientists at the forefront to help find a cure or even a vaccine for this pandemic?
Experts, on the other hand, had different opinions regarding what Donald Trump had said. Like Dr. Vin Gupta says that this notion of injecting or ingesting any type of cleaning product into the body is irresponsible and it's dangerous. And he also adds that it's a common method that people utilize when they want to kill themselves. US Surgeon General tweeted on Twitter that a reminder to all Americans: please always talk to your health provider first before administering any treatment or medication to yourself or a loved one. Your safety is paramount, and doctors and nurses have years of training to recommend what's safe and effective. Sanjay Gupta also had something to say. He said such a treatment doesn't need to be tested because it's already known that it will be harmful. The idea that we will do a trial of some sort, inject some people with disinfectant and some people not, and see what happens, I think everybody will know that that will be dangerous and counterproductive and not at all moving us in the right direction. Now you can see, even though he gave the suggestion of disinfectants as a way of treatment, experts have disagreed with him, and they're urging citizens not to even try the idea of ingesting or injecting the disinfectants into their body. Thank you for your time, and back to you in the studio.